Well, g'day people. I'm in Fremantle, and that's the Fremantle Port Authority building behind me, and local legend C.Y. O'Connor. Now, just up the road here, well, just past here, there's all the Fremantle wharves and stuff, and there's a principal shared path that runs along the railway line, which kind of joins up the top there onto the Fremantle traffic bridge. And when I came down about a week ago, the gates were locked. You couldn't get onto the path. And I thought, well, is this just a temporary thing and it's only going to be there for one day or a couple of hours? Well, here I am a week later and it's still closed. And there's zero information up at either end about how long it's going to be closed for and where we're supposed to go in the meantime. So after I finished lunch, I had a look at the Port Authority website, and there's this one-liner which says whatever the name of that street is closed. That's it, it's closed. There's no, oh yeah, we're closed for a month for maintenance, we're closed because of a chemical spill, we're closed because of a military exercise. Nothing, we're closed. Well, when are you reopening again? So what we're going to look at now is how could the communications or the information management be improved by the people in that building to just help out the public who want to ride from here back up towards Perth. Now I'm starting this off in the foyer of the Fremantle Port Authority building, because I'm going to show you how close this is to the office. It's, you'd think it'd be a reasonably simple fix that someone could just kind of walk down from the office with a couple of core flutes and stick them up down here. This is all a little bit dodgy. All right, we're on the path. While we're at it, so about a year ago I actually wrote an email to a bunch of organisations about putting in some vehicle stops along here to stop all these cars parking like they are with their asses sticking out a fair way into the path. Obviously the four-wheel drives are the worst because they've got the clearance so that they're not worried about bonnet scoops and stuff getting scraped off by the curb. They can stick over quite a way, and the worst ones are those that have either a dirty great big roo bar on the front or a tow bar on the back, which is very hard to see in low light. I mean, look at this thing. How would you like to be coming along here and crash into that thing? That would be decidedly unpleasant. Of course, it narrows the path quite considerably. Now, back to the information management thing. All we really need to have as cyclists is a sign right here where those people are walking saying, cyclists, detour here because the path ahead is closed. It's as simple as that. Could be an A-frame, could be zip tied to that pole. Take your pick of things. God, you could even park a vehicle here and stick a sign on the side of it like this one so that we would know what was going on. So we'll just ride up here a little bit further, and look how close that was to the office building. In fact, let me just turn around so you can see off in the distance. I mean, what are we talking? 200 metres maybe? 300 plus? It's not like I'm asking people to travel a huge way out of their way in order to resolve this issue. And, the sign just needs to say, hey, sorry, we're shut until whenever. When is whenever? Oh, hang on, this is interesting. So the gate's now open at this end, but it was closed at the other end. Have they opened it up? Is it open up the other end?
What?
Is the path open at the far end?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Peter Hughes Drive. Okay, that's interesting because this was closed when I came through about an hour ago. Now there's a whole bunch of people walking on it. Does that mean the closure is finished and they're not going to close it again? Have they opened it because this cruise ship is in, the Costa Deliziosa, and they're going to close it again when the cruise ship has departed? I don't know. I mean, you know, look over here. They've got a couple of signs set up here on these kind of A-frames. So no public access, yep. Fremantle Passenger Terminal, yep. They could easily put that kind of temporary signage back there on the path saying path ahead, you know, closed, cyclists, detour out there on the road. Well, I guess the website is wrong because it's telling us that this road is shut. Oh, hang on. Looks like it's closed up ahead. Excuse me. Thank you. Now, interestingly enough, having said all of that, there's a yellow sign up ahead. That guy might have come off the boat and might have thought I was talking about a different gate, like one of these ones over here, not the gate right up the far end. Footpath closed. All right. So it is closed after all of that, and the road's closed, and there's zero information here about why this is happening, and there's actually a sign here flapping there. No, it just says Fremantle City Centre. I think that's there for the people getting off the cruise ship. It's only hanging on by one cable tie, and looks like it's come undone, but it looks like it was set up to point people back up this path. So, yes, I've just wasted a whole pile of time riding down here, and now I've got to ride back to the train station and cross the tracks there. Now, you know, going down to the train station and whoa, things needs another cable tie to hold it down so you don't lose your head on that thing. The road's closed up there. Yep. Well, I hope they are not planning on riding all the way through, because they've got to do a U-turn like me. Anyway, look, going out there onto the road is not an issue, or mainly. I mean, it's not as safe as this, but there is in fact a bike lane. It's well marked. It's got red asphalt. Your only issue really is some stupid driver drifting into the lane and taking you out. But, you know, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. So using that bike lane to bypass this stretch, you know, not a big problem. But for goodness sake, don't send people on a wild goose chase like this, where they ride all the way down there only to find a sign saying the path is shut. There's no map, there's no information. I have no clue if I come down here tomorrow whether I'll find that gate there is locked and there's no access down there whatsoever. So anyway, let's just go up here and we'll use this detour. It's just a level crossing for pedestrians. It's fine. So it's really cruisy riding this way. You don't have to worry about running into, whoa, almost missed it. Okay, so see again, the sign there would be quite useful to actually tell you this is where you got to cross. And we just need to find somewhere to roll across the curb. Curb's really low. Yeah, that's all right. And we shall just ride along this marked lane until we get to the other end. Now, I'll keep on going until we get to the gate at the far end, and I'll show you what that looks like today. Now, interestingly enough, as I was riding down here this morning, or an hour ago, right, I saw some, I'm pretty sure a car in front of me had its indicator on, and they wanted to turn right into Peter Hughes Drive. And they kind of got down to the intersection and then looked across and went, oops, that's all blocked off. and the indicator went on, the brakes went off, and they kept on going straight ahead, probably thinking, well, where the hell do I go now? I'll have to remember to have a look at Google Maps and see whether that road and the PSP have been closed off in Google Maps and Apple Maps, because it'd be pretty silly if they haven't bothered doing that, just as a temporary thing. And you've got GPSs which are directing people down there because no one's bothered to put in an update. Wonder where that cruise ship's off to. I wonder where it's come from. Dunno. So yeah, it's not just the cyclists they're being a bit dumbfounded by this closure. It's everybody else. Because one thing I'm pretty sure I noticed as I was coming down the hill from the bridge is I don't think there was any advance notice saying that the right-hand turn was no more. Normally you'd expect to see a sign with like a right-hand turn elbow with a red thing through it, telling drivers that nah, you're not turning right down here. And same here. You'd expect something to say side road closed. Just says low clearance on side road. You know, there's no warning signage here whatsoever. So I don't know how they're getting away with this, but that just seems to be pretty crummy traffic management all round. So anyway, we can see across there, that's all blocked off. And it must be reasonably permanent because there's some big concrete barriers across there. I don't think they're going to be removing them in a hurry. That doesn't look like some kind of, oh yeah, we're going to reopen this on Sunday type arrangement. That looks like it's closed for a considerable period of time. So in that case, I'd expect the website to, provide a bit of information about that. We're closing this for a period of 6 months or something like that, and where people are supposed to go in the meantime. And that would definitely warrant closing that on all the mapping applications as well. So look, I've got no clue why that's happened. Could have been an accident, yeah, fine, but at least do all the follow-up stuff to tell the public how long it's going to go on for and where we should go in the meantime, because it's a very simple detour for cyclists and pedestrians. But just put up two types of maps. One if you're riding south to north, and flip it upside down for people going north to south. Put them up at each end and put some signage up where they need to cross the railway line. That's it. It's not rocket science.